Okay, let us solve this trigonometric integral problem. This is under form number 3. So it's either we can factor out cosecant squared along with dx and make all other expressions in the integrand in terms of cosecant, or factor out cosecant cotangent and make everything else cosecant. And there's also one case, it's writing everything in terms of cosecant, and we have a formula for that. Okay, so in this case, the one that will work is factoring out cosecant square. So doing that, I will be left with cosecant square 3x, cotangent 3x raised to 1/2 dx. Oh, sorry. So I will factor out cosecant square. So let me write that here. Cosecant square 3x dx. Because I am planning to use the substitution. I'll have a cosecant square 3x dx, and my u will be cotangent 3x. If my u is cotangent 3x, then the derivative is negative 3. So the cosecant square 3x that I separated is equal to negative 1/3 du. Now, another thing, to proceed with this strategy, I have to write everything else in terms of cotangent. So as you observe, so I'll just copy this. Sorry, this is have a 1/2 here. I'll just copy this. This one, I need to change in terms of cotangent. And we have a formula for that. From the Pythagorean identity, cosecant square 3x is equal to cotangent square 3x plus 1. Okay. So, substituting, I will now have cotangent square 3x plus 1 times cotangent 3x raised to 1/2 and cosecant square 3x dx. By substitution, I will now have my u is cotangent 3x, so u square plus 1 times u to the 1/2. And this part here is negative 1/3 du. Now, factoring out negative 1/3 and multiplying, I have u to the 5/2 plus u to the 1/2. What I did in this part here, I just multiplied that. Finding the antiderivative, I have negative 1/3 times u to the 7/2 over 7/2 plus u to the 3/2 over 3/2 plus c. Multiplying and substituting back u equal to cotangent 3x, I have here negative 2 over 21 cotangent to the 7/2 3x minus 2/9 cotangent to the 3/2 3x plus c. This is now the final answer. So another example. Cosecant cube x cotangent to the 5x. If I'll factor cosecant square, the remaining cosecant must be written in terms of cotangent. That's not possible. So what we can do here is to factor out or reserve cosecant cotangent. Doing that, you will be left with cosecant square x. And for cotangent to the 5th, you will have cotangent to the 4th x, because as I have said, I will separate cosecant x, cotangent x dx, because I am planning to use this substitution. Du is cosecant x cotangent x dx. This is this part here. And everything else I'll write as cosecant x. So if u is cosecant x, the derivative must be negative cosecant cotangent. In other words, the cosecant x cotangent x that I separated is equal to negative du. Let me enclose that. Okay, next thing. Everything to the left of du must be in terms of cosecant. So this one, just leave it as it is. Cotangent to the fourth, I have to write this in terms of cosecant. But no problem because we have a formula for that. We know that cotangent square x is equal to cosecant square x minus 1. This is from the Pythagorean identity. So if this is cotangent square, cotangent to the fourth x is just the square of this. So squaring on the right hand side, I have cosecant square x minus 1 square. Okay. Okay, let's go back to the problem. So I have here, I'll just copy cosecant square x. Cotangent to the fourth is cosecant to the fourth x minus 1 square. And cosecant x cotangent x dx. Let's proceed with substitution. I have integral of u square times u to the fourth minus 1 square. Cosecant cotangent is negative du. So I can factor out negative and u square, and expanding this square. What is that? U to the fourth square. Wait, why is this u to the fourth? So sorry. This is just square. So sorry. So cosecant square, u square. So squaring this, I have u to the fourth minus 2u square plus 1 du. Multiplying, I will get integral of u to the sixth minus 2u to the fourth plus u square. Now, finding the antiderivative, I'll get u to the 7 over 7 minus 2u to the 5 over 5 plus u cubed over 3 plus c. Distributing the negative and substituting u equal to cosecant x, I will get negative 1/7 cosecant to the 7th x plus 2/5 cosecant to the 5x minus 1/3 cosecant cube x plus c. This is now the final answer. Okay, goodbye.